Obviously a new scene for you this year. Is it kind of tempting to go give some pointers to Woody and Dylan and guys like that at times?
Yeah, they're in good hands, but they I hope I did a good job coaching them to this point, so I'll let Coach Wash take care of that. But I'll give them some pointers on special teams for sure. I'm playing some of those units for us.
You kind of got a mixture of new faces at kicker and punter, and kind of got some of the same guys back at return. But how is that place kicking and punting competition so far?
That's been great. 2 days out, and it's a good environment for those guys to kind of push each other to see who's going to kind of win these jobs. And been a great day today executing wise. I think knocking balls through the pipes, and a good day punting the other day. Some good balls, out of bounds, directional stuff, and some things we like to do. So 2 days in, I'm pleased.
How big of a get was it to get basketball from Coastal Carolina out here?
Hey, you mean from the old country? One of my paisans, Massimo. That was huge. That was huge, man. So I'm excited about him and Ben too. Ben's been great, man. Both those guys can compete for the field goal and kickoff job. So two guys that are combo guys that have played in college before, been successful. So that's exciting to see who kind of wins that job.
What intrigued you the most about when you saw them in the transfer portal? What intrigued you the most about those two guys?
One big thing, just field goal percentage is always big, right? And obviously Coastal's a team that's been highly successful the last several seasons. And it's a guy that I kind of like that. Coming from a smaller school, wants the opportunity on the big stage, and wants to just do it in front of the big lights in the SEC West. So that's attractive, obviously. And then Ben, kind of the same thing. Ben's Ben walked on, preferred walk-on guy, and it's been a starting kicker, kickoff guy for college football, and want to come here just to have an opportunity. So that's great.
Obviously, every position is important on the field, but how much beneficial is it for you to show your guys' film from last year and say, hey, if we were just more consistent, we could have been an 8-9 win team, and for that to carry over to their focus of their job?
Well, I think there's a great foundation. I mean, Coach Brock did a great job laying the foundation for that. I'll say that first of all. This is my third time being a special teams coordinator, so I think as far as the starting point goes, this is a lot higher than I've had in the past. So, but yeah, that's great to have film that we can coach off of and correct some things that we control. To help the outcome of a game, and that's what special teams does. Right? Nobody notices when you go through and have a clean football game, but they will notice some of those those mistakes and some of those errors that we clean those up. We start making plays on our end. We can help us win those extra couple games a year.
What is it about special teams that intrigued you to coach that area and coach in the past as you have?
Yeah, I was due to the vertical stature of myself. I was a Division III football player. My first opportunity was on special teams, and loved it. I'll never turn my back on it. So I've always had a soft spot for special teams and really for those guys. Some of those guys, those walk-ons. That kind of carve out a role for themselves in those units. But guys that are selfless players that are tough, right? Believe in effort and toughness, and they do that and sacrifice for their teammates to make plays for the team and help the overall program out. It's just something hits you in the ear, man, a little bit.
What about obviously you got some experience back in the return game, and I know spring's a good time to try out some new guys, but who are you kind of working there at punt and kickoff?
Oof, I got a list here. Let me pull it out for you there, Paul. Just make sure I'm missing anybody. Where are my returners? Today was some punt returners working. Austin Williams, Rufus Harvey, Tulu was back there, Scooby Ford, Bull was back there, Mosley, Forbes, Hobson. So, to me, spring's a great chance to evaluate at all these units, at all these positions, a ton of our guys, all right? And also develop some of these younger guys. Some of these younger guys I think can help us play sooner than later.